slight little cold. Weather's changing. It was just 85 degrees yesterday. Now it's 63 degrees, and it's gonna be probably like 80 again. And it's just weird. It's weird weather. I've never been sick this much in the summer. In the summertime, technically, it's still a summer. All July, August, sneezing. Clearly, they're doing something to the air. That's a definite. That's a definite. They're trying to make us sick. I already know what they're doing. But hey, we're gonna talk about Taurus. We're gonna talk about Taurus Firearms, man, real quick. Are they any good? I was thinking about making I wasn't gonna make this a live, but I said, well, why? I'm already I'm driving somewhere. Why not? It's not gonna be too long though. But Taurus, man, they get a bad reputation. Even till today, they get kind of shunned by a lot of people in the gun community, a lot of the snobs, the higher end people that buy guns, that stick to the SIGs and the HKs and the Dan Wesson crowd, people like that. And even some other people, the people that like mid-level guns, they frown upon Taurus. In the past, right, they did have a spotty reputation. They did have some quality control issues. I will even go as far as to say today they might even still have a few of them, because they make so many models, man, that sometimes when the price point is so low, some things just slip by. Things like that have happened with bigger manufacturers too. SIG had some issues with, was it the P365? Glock, I think when the Gen 4s came out, they had some issues. A lot of other manufacturers had issues, but sometimes the cheaper brands, bro, you might get issues more likely out of those than you will the higher end, the more pricier brands. That's the reason why most of the time, there are exceptions, but most of the time, a lot of the higher price guns, SIGs, Smith & Wessons, mid-level, shit like that, they run good. They're reliable. But then you got a lot of guns that's $1,200 that was pieces of shit. So, I mean, sometimes it's about the brand. Sometimes it's model specific. It depends. But Taurus, their guns that was legendary for being reliable was that PT92. I've never heard anyone with any issues out of those. I have one of those on the buy list. I'm looking into getting a PT92. I always wanted one, but every time I go look for one, it was always sold out. So, we know that's a cheaper version of the Beretta 92, the same tooling and everything. But in the past, they also had issues with their Millennium pistols and some of their other pistols. They had some quality control issues with them. There's another PT gun that I'm definitely looking for. If I find it in a gun store or a gun show, I'll be lucky. It's kind of like similar to the one that I just picked up, the PT-145. I always wanted one of those, man. I always thought those was nice looking guns. I think they hold 10 rounds, and they small, double stack. I always wanted one of those, so my eyes is peeled for one of those. They don't make them anymore, but it's something nice to have, But I had personal issues with Taurus in the past, absolutely. I'm gonna be real. I bought the first issue I had with Taurus. I had two, and it kind of like swayed me away from them for a while. And then I started looking at the G2C because everybody was buying them, and they were saying that they were reliable and they shot them quite a bit. We got time to get the feel of them. But when I first bought it, my first Taurus was a Taurus Model 85. It was a 38 special. It was the stainless steel with the white pearly grips, with the gold tone cylinder release and the gold trigger. That was my first Taurus. I paid like $400 for it. 5-shot. when I got it, it was brand new from the gun show. I took it to the range, and the damn thing, I shot it 5 rounds flawless, another 5 rounds flawless, and then next 5 rounds it locked on me. And I was like, what is this? Got a little frustrated, and then the range master was like, hey, I can fix that for you. I got a solution. And I'm like, what's that? He like, throw that piece of shit in the garbage. That was his words, man. But now that I look, and I got frustrated, man, to the point where I didn't even want the gun no more after that. I got rid of it, man. I sold it. And now that I look back on it, it may have not been a serious mechanical issue. I think it was Taurus used to put these little goofy locks on their frames. I'm not sure if they still do it with all their guns, but on their revolvers, they put these little goofy locks on it. And I'm not sure. And I did activate it one time. I don't know if it was activated. It did activate. I activated it just to see how it works, how the trigger lock works. Maybe it ended doing something weird where it engaged itself again. Because I'm thinking that's what it was. But we eventually got the rounds out, and I sold it. I don't remember how we got them out, but we got them out, and I got rid of it. I thought something was seriously wrong with the gun. I was scared. I'm like, man, I wasn't carrying it or nothing, but I said, man, I don't even want this shit no more. If it locked up on me a damn revolver, bro, I don't trust it. And it was brand new. It was brand new, man. But I was asking people their opinions on it. They said, yeah, bro, it probably was the you didn't fully disengage the frame lock, and it probably ended up working itself back into locking up the trigger. That's probably what happened, because I couldn't pull the trigger. So it probably was me, but I didn't give a fuck. I sold it. And the new one, I bought another one recently, a model 856, which is an updated version of the 85. With instead of 5 rounds, it's 6, and it doesn't have that frame lock on it. Not that I can recall, it doesn't. I'm gonna go home and look at it, because when I looked it over online, I didn't see no frame lock. So I'm gonna go and verify that when I get home. But it didn't. I don't think it does. I think they got rid of that frame lock stuff with their revolvers, for most of them at least. I haven't even shot it yet. I haven't had time to get out with it. I took other guns out, but I'll get out probably end of this month to go and test it out. But then after the 85, I didn't buy another Taurus for maybe another what? So I bought that back in 2012, 2011. Next Taurus I bought was like,
in half a mile, use the right two lanes to take the I-66 East ramp to Washington. 2015,
so it was about 5-6 years before I bought another Taurus. And the next Taurus I bought was a Taurus Tcp PT738, which is a 380. And I think that was Taurus'
use the right two lanes to take the I-66 East ramp.
I think that was their first real semi-auto pocket pistols. Besides that PT-25 and the PT-22, I think the Taurus TCP was their first pocket 380, like, concealed carry friendly, because all these other manufacturers were coming out with them. Smith & Wesson, the Bodyguard 380 was out, the Ruger LCP, the Kel-Tec P380, what was the other ones? Damn, these are the polymer ones, not the metal frame ones, because all SIG, they never had a polymer frame 380. Then you had Car P380. A lot of these other dudes were coming out with those kind of guns like that. So Taurus jumped in the mix and introduced the TCP. Came out with all these weird color schemes, white and black. I actually like white guns though. Black, and then they had these weird pink ones, and pink and stainless, pink and black.
In half a mile, keep left at the fork to continue toward I-66.
Blue and black, blue and silver, all these weird colors. Colors. Taurus is known for that. They use these color schemes to, to appeal to different people that might like stuff like that. You know what I mean? But when I got it, mine was the all black one. I paid $200, and I think I paid. Nah, I didn't even pay that much. I paid $199 brand new for mine. $199. So I get it. It only came with, I forgot how many magazines. It came with it came with 2 mags, I believe. No, mine came with 1 magazine, yeah. And mine was a D series. Now, mind you, they said the earlier TCPs had issues. The earlier ones, the A series, the Bs, and the Cs, they had some issues. And then I heard a lot of the magazines had problems too. So I had a D series. I figured I'm good. So they was like, nah, make sure you go buy some separate magazines. So I went to the gun shop, bought some brand new Taurus mags. No Pro mag, no nothing like that. Brand new Taurus mags. So I bought the mags, and I get to the range, had all different kinds of ammo. I had some self-defense ammo. I had Winchester white box. I bought a box of Remington green box. Some Blazers. I had a few different, like 5-6 boxes, man. It was shooting fine. I was shooting fine. 1 magazine. Next magazine, the fucking gun and start stovepiping. Then I'll swap out the ammo. It'll shoot fine. Then that same ammo again. It'll stovepipe again. Then I'll swap out the magazine, put the same ammo in. That shit was stovepiping worse than the other mag that it came with. So I was like, damn, bro, what's up? You know what I mean? And I was like, I was carrying this. I was like, I'm going to carry this gun. And I didn't carry it because if I'm going to carry a gun, all my guns, no matter if I'm carrying it or not, I put them through, if I'm carrying a gun, I put it through a 300 round test to see if it malfunctions, anything like that. I'll shoot the ammo that I'm going to carry with it. I put like at least 100 rounds of my carry ammo, and then I put the rest target ammo to see if it malfunctions. Guns that I don't want to carry, I put like maybe 200 rounds to see what it does, if it acts up or anything like that. And I look online to see if a certain gun has a weird break-in period. I don't think guns should have fucking break-in periods, but some of them do, like especially the car pistols. But that TCP was so light and so small, the trigger was so good. That was a sweet trigger on that gun. And I liked the gun, but it just didn't work, bro. So I sold it. And then I just didn't buy Taurus for a long time until I got the G2C again. And I was scared to buy that gun. But I said, let me give it another shot. Literally. And for so far, it's been reliable. No hiccups. There's other Taurus 380s that I wanted to buy. Like I wanted that curved pistol. They don't think they make those anymore. Maybe I have to find one of those on the used market. They make the Spectrum. I'm gonna probably pick up a Spectrum and see how those are. But overall, man, maybe it was just a fluke. Maybe it was my TCP, but there was other people that was having the same problem. So I know it wasn't just mine. But if I had a chance, if I see one again, they don't make them anymore, I'll probably grab one off the used market, maybe for like $100 or something, and see how it runs. Play around with it or something. I'm just weird like that. But my experience with Taurus has been a mixed bag. You know, early on, I haven't had good issues, especially with the TCP. And that was going to be a carry gun. So thank goodness that I test my guns, because suppose I didn't test my guns. Suppose I went, bought the gun, just bought some hollow point ammunition, put it in the magazines, put it in my pocket or something, and carried it, and then God forbid I get into something where I have to use it and it jams on me or something. That's why I tell everybody, when you get a gun, I don't care what brand it is, you take it to the range, bro. Practice with it. Get familiar with it. Make sure it works, bro. And any of your carry guns, always make sure they work. You take them, carry them, shoot them, put them, holster them for a while, take them back out. You gotta make sure you carry guns. It's kind of like when you're an athlete. You gotta always make sure you gotta always stay in shape. Same thing with your gun, especially your carry guns. You gotta make sure they always stay in shape. Clean them, all that. So that's just my take on Taurus Firearms. Are they any good? I think they're improving. I have heard people had issues with the G3C. I have not heard many issues with the G2C, but I've heard that some people have had trigger issues with the G3C. And I've also heard some people had trigger issues with the GX4. So be aware of that. I don't know. I'm personally looking to add a G3, which is the compact size, I think it's the full size, G3. And I'm looking to add a GX4 to round off my G series collection, or whatever you want to call it. But this is Rebel Shooter, man. Hope y'all like the video. Like and subscribe, share. We'll catch y'all later on the next one. I love y'all, and I'm out.